Welcome to Little Worship Company Bible Time. My name's Jo and I'm going to read a Bible story from the book of Judges, chapter 6 to 7. It's about a boy called Gideon who finds out that he is a real hero. Shall we take a look in my bag to find out the mystery clue for our story today? Oh, interesting! A trumpet! Let's start the story and see why this has come out of the bag. Ha! Take that, you nasty Midianite! Gideon punched the bundle of wheat in front of him, imagining it was a Midianite bottom. It made the hard work of harvesting a little less boring and made Gideon feel 1,000,000 times better. Everyone in Israel hated the Midianites. They were a horrible lot. They invaded the Israelites' land and raided their homes. They nicked their animals and trampled their crops. They trashed everything the Israelites had until there was nothing left. That was why Gideon had started hiding. That morning, he was threshing the wheat in the winepress, a tiny pit in the ground where they used to crush the grapes. No one would notice him there. The wheat would be safe from the Midianites, and so would he. Gideon took another swipe at the wheat. Ha! Take that, you nasty Midianite! And tumbled into the winepress. Ouch! He yelled. Oops, too loud. Gideon popped his head up above the pit, hoping no one had heard. It was one thing to fight an imaginary Midianite, but he didn't want to meet one in real life. That would be far too scary. Gideon turned around and to his huge surprise, an angel of the Lord was standing right in front of him. Greetings, mighty warrior, he said. His heart was beating so fast. Mighty warrior? Gideon spun around, but he was the only one there. Go, save Israel from the Midianites, the angel continued. God is sending you. Me? Are you kidding? He cried. I'm nothing. I'm less than nothing. I'm the weediest weakling you've ever seen. God is with you, said the angel, smiling. You'll defeat the Midianites. You'll see. Gideon wasn't sure. He'd never seen himself as a warrior. He'd never seen himself as anything. But if God had called him, who was he to say no? Gideon set out with God's help. And a whole lot of people said that they would join his army. Soon he was sitting above the hills, above a Midianite camp, waiting to attack. He still felt nervous, but it helped to know that he had 30,000 men beside him. God, however, had other plans. You've got far too many men, said God. Tell anyone who's feeling scared to go home. Gideon knew he needed to trust God. It'll be okay, he said to himself, as he watched more than half his army disappear. And now there were 10,000 men left. But God wasn't finished. Nope. Still too many men, he said. I'll pick which ones I want. And he whispered the plan to Gideon. Following God's directions, he offered his men the chance to drink from a stream. Any of the men who didn't lap the water like dogs were also sent home. Gideon breathed deeply. Now he had only 300 men. But God knew what he was doing. All he had to do was stick to the plan. That night, Gideon gave each man a trumpet. Quietly, they crept up to the edge of the enemy camp. Now! Shouted Gideon, and the Israelites blasted their trumpets. And then they yelled at the top of their lungs, for God and for Gideon! What a racket! The Midianites jumped out of bed, terrified, and then they fled the camp, crying as they went, woohoo, woohoo. The Israelites cheered, and they partied all night long. Gideon was amazed. He bowed down and worshipped God. God really could use anyone, even an ordinary guy like him, to do extraordinary things. Isn't it brilliant that even though Gideon was so young and small, God knew he could be a hero? Thank you for watching Little Worship Company Bible Time. See you again next time. And remember, with your God beside you, you can be a hero too. To watch Little Worship Company Bible Time stories, you can subscribe here, or you can click here or here to watch more fun and inspiring videos.